Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Come check me out, y'all. Come on in. Y'all come on in. Come on in, y'all. Where y'all at? Come sit with me. I got a lot to unpack. Got a little lot to unpack. I ain't gonna do no heavy unloading tonight, but y'all come on in. Come sit with me. I'm gonna give everybody a minute to get up in here. Phone Jones, hey, I see you. The life, what's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I see you, sis. Olivia, hey. What's going on, Olivia? I see y'all. Testing 1 2 3. Y'all up in here? Come check me out, y'all. Just getting everybody a minute to get on up in here, y'all. Let me unmute Nick. All right, all right. I see y'all. All right, all right. Am I echoing, Nick?
Uh-uh.
Okay, good. What's going on, y'all? Ooh, child. I swear, y'all, it's been a little long. We only at Tuesday. I promise y'all, I don't feel like it's Tuesday. Okay. Yes, indeedy. So listen, guys, I was going to do a Naziah Harris candlelight conversation tonight, but Jay isn't feeling well. So I want to give her the opportunity to be here alongside myself and Nikki. And she's not feeling good, y'all. Y'all keep Jay in y'all prayers. Cause she's not feeling so good. Not in the last few hours I spoke to her. Hopefully she's feeling a little better here tonight. I'm gonna call and check on her soon. Yes, yes. So yeah, I'm just kind of here kicking it with y'all. Y'all know I had to pull up on you guys. I do wanna, like I said, I'm not gonna hold the whole night with the conversation of the candlelight, as I explained. Thank you, Phone Jones. But while I'm here, I do want to take the time just to thank everybody that participated. I think that everyone that participated did a wonderful tribute to her. I mean, my heart was just full of joy. As always, when you all, people show up and support, there's always talk of, what are we doing for Naziah? What you guys doing for Naziah? You guys gonna do a memorial? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do that? And so when we decide to do something and people show up and support those people, um, you know, those people we appreciate for showing up and supporting. Um, I wish it had been a bigger turnout, but I'm grateful. Um, with so many internet opinions, you think that a lot of people will show up to support her. But that's why I learned to not really dwell on what's being said, who's being negative, who's saying something against us, um, as much anyway, until you're just blatantly disrespectful. Because, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be a lot of us that really show up and show out. The ones that's going to show up and show out, okay? And you guys are just doing exactly that, showing up and showing out. And that's what's most important, because talk is cheap. Anybody can say, I want to support her, I want to be there. But when it's time to do so, you know, they don't they don't do so. So I wanted to take the time to talk about um just some things I wanted to touch on here tonight, since I'm going to wait for Jay to actually come up, and I'm sure she's got a lot of thanks and appreciations as well. So yeah, guys, I mean, just the small number of us that was there, because for me it wasn't about who's doing it, where it's being done. It For me, it wasn't even about where anyone did it at. Nobody had to come over with us. It was just about doing it. It was about showing up and supporting on that day. That day, uh you know that day, Naziah Harris deserves silence. You know how they say, respect, moment of silence for those that's deceased. And since she's being considered deceased, I just feel like there was a lack of respect for her day, you know, for the day that such a tragedy happened, the last day that she was heard from, she was seen. And I feel as though it wasn't the respect there. Um, and I'm going to speak on it. The respect was not there. That was not a day to do content. That was not a day to talk about her pain. That was not a day to talk about who wronged her. That was a day for silence, to talk about good things, to bring positive energy, you know, to be prayerful, you know. There's always another day. That was a day, you know how your mom and your grandma used to say it's a time and a place for everything. I think some people lack that understanding. It's a time and a place for everything. It's not always the time and it's not always the place. And I see that it's not realized thus far that, hey, Dre, hey, you can't do what you want to do just because you feel you can. Because even though you decide to do that, and when I say you, I'm talking solely about content creators, y'all. Y'all know I'm trying to keep it clean, but um, you can't do what you want to do just because you want to do it. Because the reality is, what you do shows exactly what you wanted to do. Somebody said you gotta let people do what they gonna do, so you will know exactly what they would do. You know. And I didn't come here to throw shade on nobody. As y'all seen, I've even removed some things that day, because anything that was negative coming through on my end, I wanted no parts, because that day was solely about honoring her. And what does honoring someone mean, right? What do honoring someone mean? That means honoring them, speaking about them in a positive light, you know, not talking about their pain. People don't go to funerals and talk about people's pain. They don't go to memorials and everybody talk about people's pain. When you are doing a contribute to someone who's considered deceased, a candlelight, whatever it is, you're supposed to have a moment of silence. And within that moment, and that entire time that the subject is that person, silence, no negativity. So, there was a lot that I seen, and I tried to not pay attention. But we're talking about our loved one. This is our loved one. And so somebody said it best, ain't nobody gonna love you like you. People talk a good game. But if it was their child, if it was their grandmother, their cousin, their niece, they would want the same respect. And I promise you, I heard nothing but conversations of her pain. And that was so disrespectful to her. But I can say this over and over. I can talk about these things over and over. And it's a new year. And I said to myself, within this year, I'm no longer going to waste my time trying to get people to see what they should already know. You can't force people to see what they should already know, because what's understood don't need to be explained, like never, not ever. So if in the event someone does something knowingly disrespectful or something that they would not want done if it was their loved one, then what would that mean? That would mean that they meant to do exactly what they wanted to do, right? I sent out Nazia's invitation to multiple content creators. Okay. I didn't see anyone do a contribute to her. I didn't see anyone but Phone Jones take the time to silence negativity and just speak about her. You know, she offered her platform to just say nice things about Nazia, and court is coming, and let's be patient. That's it. You know, not her pain, not what she went through. That's just not the day. It wasn't proper, you know. So that's that, guys. I figure since I'm not gonna do all the have the full conversation tonight until Jade feels better, probably being tomorrow, well, I might as well get some things, you know, off my chest. And it's not trying to go in on nobody. It's just having an adult conversation. It's me, you know, sitting with you guys and expressing how it was lack of support. Because see, they, you know, it has been made so bad. The disrespect for me and Jay has been made so bad that it is now, as her loved ones, the respect for whatever we do for her isn't being noticed. And the thing about that is you can't hurt us, because we're gonna do what we're gonna do regardless. We're gonna show up like we all showed up and lit our candles, and you know, we're gonna show up regardless. You know, we're gonna show up regardless. So if someone would make the choice to say, I'm not gonna honor Messiah because of who's doing it, then that tells you what type of person we're talking about, because it doesn't matter who's doing it. It doesn't matter what you feel. It doesn't matter what you think. You may not like a lot of your family members, but you're still going to show respect. You're going to pay respects at a funeral, at a memorial, and so on. So to do that on a day that meant so much, that we all hold close to our hearts, our last goodbyes, our last time seeing her, it's sad. Shay Shay says, yeah, the timing of them doing their lives was terrible, tasteless, and insensitive. I absolutely agree. Hey, Charlotte, how are you? I absolutely agree, Shay Shay. And it wasn't just one, it was all of them. It was like they waited. So you know, it's like someone said that I respect earlier. I'm gonna throw no names, but they said good cop, bad cop. You know, it's a game being played, and it's almost like, you know, we'll say some things that's nice, but we're gonna do mean girl stuff. We're gonna be vindictive. We're gonna all tap in and do this. We're gonna do it together, you know, and that would have been fine if it would have been done respectfully. And let's say everybody that went live talking about her pain on that day, if they would have went live and did a contribute to her, just play some soft sounds, threw a candle up there, because we made it so the world, this was a everyone participate invite. You know, we didn't have the luxury of being invited to her balloon release. Um, and so that made us feel something. Okay. And I said, and we said, we want to always not just give us the opportunity, but those that actually care the opportunity. So that's why we did it virtually. And virtually meant not to show up and watch us light a candle. It meant for everyone to participate, for you to participate, for, you know, for you to light your candle, record lighting your candle, take a picture of a candle and put it up for Nazaya, and nobody had to do it and send it to her group page that we started. They could have just did it and sent it out with the hashtag. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So we see exactly the love and respect that people actually have for Nazaya Harris. If we don't fight for her, who will? Because talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. But let the action show, because love is an action word. Love is an action word. You can't just say I love you and then your action shows something different. You can't just do that. Yeah. Sammy says, why would they want to share gruesome details about her situation on a day that was supposed to be about honoring her? Their channel should be banned. You hear me? It was sick, it was sad, it was tasteless, and it was disrespectful. But I can say this all day. You know how they say if the message come from the wrong messenger, then people aren't going to hear the message. Well, no better person to give this message than her, the people that actually love and support her, that's going to support her no matter what. No matter what. You know? So I'm very disappointed in the adults that couldn't take 24 hours to honor her. Just hush. Be quiet. Let her energy flow in a positive light. Encourage other young women, young girls, men, humans that suffer situations like hers. Encourage them. That's it. That's it. It wasn't a time to bring darkness. That stole her light. So once again, her light was stolen. Just like on her birthday, her light was stolen. And the sooner people start to realize, you know what? Kewana's not crazy. She's not crazy at all. She's a passionate loved one, as she should be. This is my little cousin. So again, nobody had to do a hashtag complete justice for Nazaya. But we definitely made it known that it was the day that she was going to be honored with candlelight. So even if they took a candle and made a video on their platforms and didn't share it nowhere, or sent the picture and the freaking candle out there to whatever platform of choice, that's what makes the difference. But to do none of that, to give her nothing, yeah, I think that was very selfish. It was selfish. And karma comes back around again. That's all I can say. Because, see, here's the thing. We're talking about my family member. And one thing's for sure, they may live it down, but I'll never live it down. I'm going to always remember how much pain was caused during moments that were supposed to be beautiful, how her light was stolen every time. It should have been about her and nobody else. So to be malicious because we're doing something special for her, and everybody go to their platforms and go live just to purposely take away from her light and talk about pain, yeah, that's selfish. And may God have mercy on you. Seriously. Undertaker said, those clowns always say you're wrong and starting drama for bringing the BS to the forefront. The world has to be a messed up place for these people to have a fan base. All love to your channel. Thank you, Undertaker. Thank you, because that was real. Yes. Charlotte says, happy Tuesday. Same to you. Thank you for that. Yeah, y'all. So I figured at Life says, this hurts my heart. I hope she gets justice. Huh. Yeah, that's really something. So again, everybody that took the time out of their day, the minute, the second, you know, You are absolutely appreciated. And believe me, her energy felt it all, you know. Charlotte says, that's where I'm at with it. This case should just be about Naziah, not exploiting her whole family's business out, because that's never here or there. I agree. And the thing is, we have been down this mountain for the last 2 years. If you go to up and down the mountain, you ain't trying to keep going up and down the same mountain. But again, as I said, they have, hey OG, how you doing, G? They have taken the internet and people that's watching social media and made them believe that we are horrible people. And you have the ones with common sense that's going to say, nah, I've been following this story from the beginning. And if you put two and two and equal four, this is just what it is. The rest makes no sense because most of it is lies that's been put out. However, the people with common sense are going to say, yeah, I ain't feeling that, you know? But listen, y'all, some people just like drama and mess. I tell you guys, for candlelight for Naziah, you go over there and see the numbers. And a lot of that because her moment and her light was robbed because everybody was on a malicious attack, right? You know, we don't have to throw names out, we don't have to disrespect anyone, but y'all know what it is, okay? And so her light was stolen purposely. It was purposely stolen. And I don't know if people realize that they are gonna have to pay for that. Like, you can't dodge karma. You know, you just can't. Shay Shay says, will anyone actually open their eyes and agree that this is predatory behavior from these platforms? Why do this with a child? I agree. Um, I don't know, y'all. I'm just to the point where it's a new year. I would prefer to move on from all the drama and just solely focus on the court case. Solely focus on getting a conviction. That's why we started this. That's what we did it for. We never did this for children to be attacked, exploited, and so on. And so it doesn't matter how it's sliced or how you make it look if it's nasty. If it's that's like somebody bringing you a plate. It smell real good. Okay. Oh, it smell good. You like, oh, you hungry. And it look nasty. And you go and take a taste. And it tastes nasty too. It don't matter how good it smell. You won't want it. You good. That's what the exact same scenario. Charlotte says, and to T. Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't get that one, huh? My bad. Just retype so I can express what you mean. Yes, y'all. Yes. So, you know, I promise y'all this was not the conversation tonight, but I figured, you know what? Because I was gonna get it out the way regardless. I just wanted to give due respect and thank everyone and say that you are going to be so blessed for supporting her, for putting, because this isn't about emotions. This isn't about what nobody feel. This isn't about a person's opinion. This isn't about what a person think of me and Janelle. This is about honoring a child who suffered, who suffered. And that was her day. And if it was stolen on her birthday, the least we could have did was represent on the 9th. And as y'all see, I didn't see no represents, but I saw Phone Jones represent. I didn't see nobody represent for Naziah other than those that, you know, y'all know what I'm saying, that showed up with the candles and so on. You know, maybe people dropped a message in chats and everything, but it's not the same. You know, we offered a safe space for people to honor her. And like I said, everybody keep asking about a memorial. I promise y'all, listen, I can't give it all away because you know how things go. But what we're doing on the back end to secure everything that we need to secure and give us and grant us rights to do the things we need to do, let me tell you something. Let them all have their fun. Let them have their fun. Because guess what? Laugh now, cry later, right? And then what they and there I go. You know, at the end, who's going to get the last laugh? But it's not even about laughs. It's not about laughs because see that was karma. That created curses and karma on oneself because you just can't do malicious stuff like that. You can't hurt me and think that because you're trying to hurt me and Jay, you're not hurting the actual child that we're fighting for. Either way it goes, still in her moment, you know. So yeah, y'all, I don't want to dwell on that too long, but I just had to bring it up. I had to keep it 100 because I'm very disappointed in a lot of people. Um, you know, if we would just want to be honest about things, when it even came down to the protests, it was 5 people out there, 7 tops. You know, so we got to learn to just bypass and ignore things that's being said in these chats and everything like that because they're not even going to show up for her. They are not. As you all see, who's going to always show up for her. We always have and we always will, regardless of the opinions. One day, people are going to wake up and when they're due, because see, the thing about this internet is people can love you one day and hate you the next day. I mean, y'all know that. They will love you to death one day and just in a moment's time hate you. Okay? And so I said that to say people are going to wake up and they're going to go back and say, wait a minute. And they're going to put 2 and 2 together without me having to give it to them. And they're going to go and they're going to say, wait a minute, how did 1, 2, 3, 4 people go live at the same time for the same moment while the family member offered everyone to be there? Sent them invitations. I can prove it. They got invitations in their messages. They got invitations for the birthday in their messages. And nobody took the time to respect Naziah but us. You all that's here with me that took the time to light a candle. Because if you've been in my chat, you knew about it. So if you've been in my chat and didn't light a candle, you may want to go ahead and drop down. Because, you know, if you knew about it, because I'm talking to you too. I am. Sorry. You know. Charlotta said, Kewana, I like Jess what you just said. People don't live with your family member. They was not there to see anything, so they just need to stop talking about the family's history. Yeah. I absolutely agree. Pink hearts. Yes, indeed, Olivia. Yes, Dre, I see y'all. Charlotte said, you and Janelle did wonderful by reporting what was happening to Naziah. You know, we did. We tried. And if you don't know something, what can you do? You know, but see, like I said, these people made people believe. And again, it didn't hurt anything but the children. It's not hurting. It's only going to hurt the children that need us the most. It's only going to hurt Naziah's, you know, you know, that's all. You can't hurt us without hurting them. And so, if you don't know, what can you do? What can you do? You know, we had no clue. We had no clue. And when we got the slightest clue, we did what we needed to do. And that's that. So to try to take away from our little cousin and the support that we came out here asking for and the moments where the lights should be on her to be malicious, child, you know, it speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Coco says they need somewhere to shift blame as if there isn't a whole confirmed suspect. What are we not exploring his family? Or why are we not exploring his family? He's the predator. Look, Coco, you know what? It's the dangest thing. Beloved said, hi, just got here. We'll listen to the replay. Oh yeah, we just got here too. We just sat down. Absolutely. Olivia says, I can't wait until their subs see that all of the inside information was all made up bullcrap. Look. OG says, speak that shit, Kiwana. No, for real. For real, Olivia. None of it is true. You know, none of it. I'm telling you, I saw Cleo's come out again, you know. I saw the Cleo's and I said, notice MF&B did not just say she see in her candle that they're gonna give him the death penalty. Child, there's no death penalty in Michigan. So I don't know what crystal ball she looked in, but baby, that crystal ball need to be thrown across the street like it's a basketball. Throw it, toss it. You know, because no way you saw that. It's no way. But that just goes to show you all, as I've always said, people will sell their soul for crumbs. You don't have to, or you know what? You couldn't offer me a meal to do the stuff that these people done. It's not proper. It's very disrespectful. Regardless of your opinion, you are always supposed to respect the loved ones. I don't care what you think of them. And to sit up and disrespect us, take away from our loved ones' light just to be malicious yet another year, you know, it don't make no sense. It's sad and it's giving sick, you know, it really is. It's giving sick. I mean, that's all I really can. Nothing else. Uh, Kiwana Mary, please. Illy says, I love you, Kiwana. Let's see. Get down here to this chat, y'all. All right now, at Love Lily. Yeah, Phone Jones. Olivia said, girl, I can't with these psychics. Child, look. Now, y'all heard One Life come over here and tell y'all, you know, and I got to bring that up because, I mean, it is what it is. He said that she drinks whiskey all day long and be in the back of the house drunk, you know, because he knows this person. And he said, of course, she hearing damn spirits. No, seriously, I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't take it. That was too much. But yeah, that was funny. Look, you getting blowed, child. You got to stop drinking. Of course, you seeing things. Fong Jones said, "You think it's bad now? Wait to trial, child." Whoo, child. Look, Fong Jones. When I tell you, they are gonna milk. I told y'all, the cow ain't no more cow titty. It's over. Po damn cows. They went and got another cow and another cow and took the damn babies of the cow, the calves. They got the damn. Come on, they gonna milk it, y'all. It's ridiculous. How many times we need to run back this story? We didn't heard this. This the second year. Everything that we hear and we heard within what, the third month? You know, so again, hey, look. Kiwana Mary, please says, my future wife would be at the trial. I have to wait till 2023 to meet you. Oh, 23rd. Oh, okay. You gotta wait till the 23rd. All right now. Shay Shay said, weirdo alert. I got a gift for you. I've been saying so much money for you. Huh? You know what? Yeah, you kind of crazy. I think I know who this is. Hey, you done made it over here. You know, you was just on TikTok. Nah, hey, I've been waiting on that message back. How you doing? Let me go ahead and get you out of here because I see you got it going on, child. I got a special gift for you, child. Okay, well, I tell you what, if you need my Cash App, you can go ahead and look down in my description, okay? Load the card and just put it right. You ain't gotta wait till the 23rd, child. You can load the card. Go ahead with your and I'm gonna come right back here to the chat and say, guess what, y'all? That person was not lying. Yeah, they tripping. Yeah. Let's see. What's going on up in here? Up in here. Phone Jones said, I'm concerned about the jewels being picked. Child. All right. I don't know. I just see Kewana Mary. I don't know what's going on, but okay. Yeah. It's in the description. Okay. Beloved said, someone is pulling strings behind the scenes, getting the creators to review the trial. I know what I know. Well, it won't be long, phone up, beloved. I'll tell you that right now. It will not be long. Olivia said they don't speak English. Olivia. Olivia, look. I don't know what's going on. Nick, look. What's going on, Nick?
It's Mary, not Mary. Okay. Okay. Let me educate you.
I'm coming, my love. I can send 10 grand. All right. Well, you go ahead with your bad self. We gonna party already, chat. Chat is going down. Okay. It's about to be so lit. We about to get lit. Yeah, y'all, they gone. Because they're trying to be a distraction. You see, that's what they do, y'all. They distract. They do not care. Okay. They don't care at all.
Trolls gonna troll, honey.
Let the trolls troll. They gone now, y'all. They won't be back. It's sad what they done to you. Yeah, well, to have my name and say Kewana Mary, please, Illy, I'm confused. I don't know what the hell's going on.
They love you, girl. They
Oh
want to
my
marry
goodness.
you.
Oh my goodness. I am special.
The
I am
troll is trolling, honey.
troll, baby. Look, we finna be lit, y'all, because troll got me. I'm finna have troll babies and everything. Little troll babies. Remember how the troll baby's hair stood straight up? Yes. Have a little trolly dog running around. It's finna be lit. A whole
Mm.
family of trolls. Let's do this. Yeah. Well, there's that, guys. But like I said, y'all, people have to pay attention, right, Nick? Dre, what's going on up here, Dre? Nick, go ahead, Nick. I can't with this people. Oh,
Child, go find something safe to do, honey.
seriously, move around. Move around, baby.
Ooh,
Baby.
beat them at their own game. Let's
Okay, I love you
go.
too. I love you. You know I love you. Always and
Ooh.
ever. If I can play the sounds, y'all. Ichi.
Hey, y'all, this is an inside joke.
Hey. We
Hey,
gonna be
OG,
married,
I'm
okay?
here. I see you.
G in the building. Man, y'all are, like I said, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all really look. I didn't care if it was two people. It was the principle. You know, it ain't about numbers. It's about seeing who really care. Because when you care, you don't care about nothing else. That's like saying, I ain't going to my granddaddy funeral because he ain't never did nothing for me. He ain't do nothing for me for Christmas. He wasn't the real granddaddy. You're going to pay your respects. You're going to hush. You're going to be quiet. You're going to, you know, respect what's going on with the service. And that's going to be that. What you think about these Cleos coming back on the scene, Nick?
The Cleo scam, like we call
And Lily.
uh,
Woo,
that the prosecutor gonna ask for the death penalty.
baby.
Michigan has never. I mean, if you can Google map everything about Detroit, and I don't even know how the pronunciation for Ipsy was. I don't even know how that pronunciate. I can't even make a pronunciation up for Ypsilanti. But if you could Google map everything and you cannot fact check laws in the states, child, you should not be speaking. Well, I guess you could speak to a candle because it can't speak back. It has no knowledge. It has nothing for you. It's giving you nothing at all.
Oh no.
Child, be careful for your hair catch on fire now.
Baby. Look, she said it can't talk back. Okay,
Look,
baby.
Dre. Look, Dre, that weave gonna catch on fire. That candle get too close.
Gel, weave. Gel, oh wait, gel, or wait. Hey, y'all know that was a jam, boy.
Show up.
And wait. Detroit mix on their bud. They don't know nothing about that.
Mm-mm.
Yes, y'all. So
Olivia.
Olivia is something. Olivia be cracking me up for real.
Olivia be on a real tip though. She keep
Uh
it
huh.
100. I've
Yeah.
been peeped Olivia a long time ago in somebody else's chat when she
Mm-hmm.
tried to school the person. That's probably around the time she got blocked. But I was like, I see you, Olivia. You always been real.
100. And that's all right with me. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. 100. And that's what matters most. We don't need no phonies. We don't need nobody chasing clout around us. We don't need nobody that's really in this just for a buck. Because guess what? If they cared about Messiah, why they didn't light a candle? A simple candle? You mean to tell me you would not respect the child that you scream about every day through your phone? On down to the scam likelies. Everybody knew about it because I made sure I sent it to their people. And if it wasn't their people, it was somebody else people. Trust me, everyone knew. And so for them to not show up and light a simple candle for her,
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm
it's
sorry to
crazy.
block that person, Kewana. That's a derogatory, inflammatory statement somebody's making about OG and Dre.
I see it. They said, yeah, I see it. But
It's
we all know it's a lie. We all know that they trolling. Y'all know who this is. This is JJ, everybody.
that's disgusting.
JJ just left my chat on TikTok. And he told me to move around and everything like that. So I mean, if it's not Blowfish, I'll take it back. But I'm pretty sure this is Blowfish because only person I can think of that would always try to ruin anything when it comes to Nazaya is Blowfish. I mean, we can go back to the birthday, September the 16th, when all the drama got started and all the Drake said crackhead exactly when all the drama got started. Let me tell you something. They have went and tried to clean up the messages, but what they don't know is I still have those messages. I screenshotted them then. So I'm gonna share them with you guys real soon so that we can just backtrack. And by the way, y'all, go check out my playlist. I did a playlist. I want you guys, I did a playlist about the smear campaign. And those that did it, they smear campaigns and how they begin, because they say that we are the drama. I can't see it. You know, you're over here attacking the chat. The conversation is Messiah. That's the conversation. So if we're having a conversation about Naziah, and anyway, why are you over here trolling? You know why? Because guilt. That guilt to eat, that guilt of a hit dog on holler, right? Every time. Every time. OG Nar said, I bet you won't come from behind that page. Okay. AG, they don't know you got that name for a reason. And you in the city with it. They don't understand. If she better go do something safe, G. You know what? Go pray. Read some scriptures. Start with Psalms 37. Do something. Olivia says, if you all haven't spoken to F. Jones, I will tell you that she's the sweetest person and she's real. She's my girl. Oh, yes. Phone Jones, I mess with her the long way. Let me tell you something. Phone Jones reached out to me way back, you know. And yeah, we chopped it up way back, you know, always just concerned. You know, I was skeptical because you can't help but be that. Everybody's got a hidden agenda. But she didn't, you know, always been just a sweet soul, just checking in, you know, what's going on. You know, real recognize real. Period. Yeah. Nene said, oh, that crackhead. Uh-huh. Very much. Just being ignorant. So Jojo said, hey ladies in chat, JJ went off on me too for being here with you. Shake my head. I told you, I'm glad I was able to be at the candlelight you held. You see that? You see what I'm saying? Now, if you're going to people cussing them out about supporting Messiah, man, this chick is playing a baby. Look, look, y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on. You know what? That's sad, but she did this the whole birthday of Naziah. You know what I'm saying? Her whole entire birthday. There were so many attacks, and we didn't know what the heck was going on. I mean, can you imagine? You just trying to do something great for your loved one. You just trying to do because we've done this every year for her birthdays. You know, they may not know this, and I don't. It's not their business, but we were always at Naziah's birthdays. You may not see no pictures on the family's platform. I mean, social medias. I can't tell you, but whenever she had a birthday, we were there. Hotel parties, we were there. I was contributing always. Her, Bari, and all of the children. So this is what we do. You know, this is what we do. And we're gonna keep doing it, y'all. We're gonna keep doing it. And it's unfortunate that people that's trying to support Naziah is being attacked, but it make you think about who sent these people. Who sent these people? See, people have to start thinking with their critical thinking abilities and not, uh, you know, think from anything beyond outside of that. Because see, if you put it together, you'd see that these people are Team Jarvis. Seriously. Because what you're saying is he didn't do it. It don't matter if you make it sound good. Remember, I said you may bring that plate and it may be full of food and it may smell good. That don't mean it tastes good at all. So if you're saying he didn't do it, he didn't do it, he ain't do that, but he did, he probably did, but you are saying he didn't do it. So the question is, like I told everybody, who's on payroll? Who's on payroll? I mean, JJ lived in North Carolina. So I thought about that. I said, wait a minute, Blowfish lived in North Carolina. Guess what? Uh, the other two live in North Carolina. So, it's really weird that you just popped out on the scene, right, Nene, willing to pay $1,000. You just popped out on the scene and you got all this anger and animosity towards us and you don't even know us. So you mean to tell me you hate Miss Pipe so bad that you came to attack us from things you learned from over there? Make that make sense. See what I'm saying? She make it make sense. Now I'm starting to wonder who was really the one lying here. Come on now. Because You were saying all these things about how you couldn't stand this lady and all the stuff that she did to you, yet you trying to attack us for things that you heard from content creators. You didn't take the time. See, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna take the time to find out how somebody is for myself. You can't tell me to follow something. I'm not a follower. That's what separates the leaders from the followers. Okay, you can't tell me not to like somebody and I don't know that person for myself. I'm gonna see, even if it means a few minute conversation, for me to feel that person out and say, you know what, I ain't feeling their vibe. I don't like their energy, something like that. But you can't just tell me the sky is blue and I ain't never seen the damn sky for myself. I want to see that the sky is blue. So it started to really make me wonder who have these people on payroll, because it's definitely something. It's a play, and the malicious attacks aren't just coming for no reason. So we got the malicious attacks on the lights, but that's when his lights is supposed to be on Isaiah, not for one event, but for two, right? Then we have all the games being played at let's play, we hate each other, but we all do the same thing at the same time. So what does that tell y'all? If you use your common sense, that tell you that PR stunts, like the entertainers, this is pure entertainment. It's not separated. It's entertainment. Just like Cleo and them, the scam likelies, entertainment purposes only. That's exactly what it is. It's entertainment, and it's about a dollar bill. Everybody do the same thing at the same time. That sound like you in cahoots with me. I got the screenshots. Everybody at the same time when y'all know what's going on, and you didn't do it because you were celebrating her. Yeah, that's an attack, and you can't hurt me. You still in her light. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, JoJo, it's unfortunate that happened. But one thing's for sure and two things for certain, you can go get you a candle, you can light it, you can take a picture, and you can put it right on a Complete Justice for Naziah page, and contribute a candle. Because, no disrespect, but I saw you in a few chats. And one thing's for sure and two things for certain, you gotta be about it. You gotta show that it's real. And I want you to take the same energy that you had when you were in those chats and show Naziah some respect, because I'm not attacking you. I'm just being 100 because I can't be nothing else. And I would like to see everybody that support Naziah. It's not too late. Light a candle, leave a pic, right? Because it's just the proper thing to do. You can do it anonymously. Y'all, they could have did it anonymously. Phone Jones did it anonymously. You don't even have to, people don't have to know who you are. You can do it anonymously. You can do it anonymously and type who you are, and they don't know your personal business or whatever page you on. You can do it anonymously from the Complete Justice group, Facebook group. See, we didn't do this for us. We didn't do this for recognition. We didn't do this for $1. We did this to give everybody opportunity to honor her, to respect her when the lights are supposed to be on her, not on nobody else. Not on nobody else. So I said that to say it would be nice if who didn't do a candle, go do a candle. If you sit with me over here, it makes my heart feel warm to know that the complete support for Naziah is there. It's just put the real on it. So that's just 100. That's just 100. I can't be fake. I got to keep it real. I got to keep it 100, y'all. Everybody should have been showing up for her, even if it wasn't from our platform. It's just show up. Let it. What is it to hide? I had people hitting me up saying I lit the candle by myself and I didn't post it, and I'm like, huh? This wasn't that type of day. It was an invitation for a virtual candlelight where everyone was to participate. And then within your participation, you are to share it. You are to be loud with the support for Naziah. Be loud. Don't have to be the complete justice. Wherever you want to send it, fine with me. That's how much we love Naziah. You don't have to be in support of me and Jay. You don't have to do it in complete justice for Naziah. But if you rock with us, it will be proper to send it to Complete Justice for Naziah Facebook group or hashtag it. It's going to be out there regardless. And like I said, if you hate us, then just go share it. Go share it. Let it be known that you care. Okay? JJ says, can't track my TikTok. Thanks the content. I'm confused. Let me tell you something, JJ, the blowfish. You really need to get yourself together, and I'm gonna say this to you as an adult. You are pushing it, okay? You are pushing it in so many ways, and one thing I'm not gonna ever do is give you what you want, because you had all air and opportunity to see me and you screamed, help, help, police, help, help. So I don't understand why you keep disrespecting me, because talk is cheap. You gotta stop. You got less than 500 people viewing your stuff. Don't you realize nobody want to hear you? You fall out with everybody you come in contact with. Sometimes you got to take the time to look at yourself. You are the problem. You have yet to do a sorry to Naziah at all. TikTok can listen to me. I'm coming to TikTok. Y'all meet me over at K Times Roll. When I leave here, I'm going to shoot over to TikTok. Okay? Because I'm willing to take it wherever I need to take it. She's in my messages, y'all. I'm gonna take a picture of this and post it. And she's saying TikTok is listening to you and your content. Thanks. You ain't learned the first time. You go ahead, Booker Booker. Keep it up. See, the thing about this person is the truth hurts. You're not willing to take your accountability. You want to play victim when you dead wrong. You are dead wrong. You spent your time attacking Naziah's loved ones on a day that was meant for her. You have a lot of nerve to come out here and attacking her loved ones when nobody knows of you. Nobody's ever heard of you until her birthday. Y'all think about that. She popped up on Naziah's birthday out the clear blue sky. She lived in North Carolina. She's Jarvis's pen pal. For Pete's sake, put it together. It ain't hard. It's not hard. She came to destroy. And that's all she's done so far. She's yelled, Naziah, Naziah, Naziah. And it has been nothing that shows she actually cares and honors Naziah. Did JJ take the time to light a candle for Naziah? Not at all. Why? Because it was me and Jay? Well, that don't make no sense. Because you don't like someone don't mean you don't honor the person you're supposed to care about. Y'all know better than that. That don't make no sense. You can not like a whole lot of family, but you're going to go pay your respects, and you're not going to upset the arrangements that's been set forth. You're just not going to do that. Now, this chick has taken my Instagram photo, made it her own. That's fine, JJ. No problem. See, I'm a very creative person. That's the thing. When I can be authentic. I can be authentic. I can create. I create all my thumbnails. I'm very much creative. So we not the same. I don't have to copy off no one, try to be like no one. I can be myself, and people can like me or not like me. Well, when you be yourself, a lot of people don't like you. They may tolerate you for a few minutes, but that's about it. And at some point, you got to start to look at yourself, because here you are in Detroit, Michigan, a long way from home. Not only did you live in New York, Not only did you live in North Carolina, but you come to Detroit on the date of Nazia's special day and cause havoc. It makes no sense. And every chance you get, you do the same thing. She was over there disrespecting Janelle while we were getting ready to do Nazia's candlelight. It ain't that much hate in the world. This chick don't even know us at all, has never met us. So if you will take rumors and let that make you disrespect a child and her loved ones, you are sick and you're going to need some help. And you're going to get your issue, JJ. You're going to get your issue, baby, baby. I'm not going to give you what you want. I'm trying to talk to you woman to woman. You know what I'm saying? Woman to woman. Because you are very rude and reckless. And you just can't go on like that, darling. You just can't go on like that. You know, you hated me so bad, you were in my face. You took your time to scream for 12 and ask them to help you and escort you out the building. And you go back every chance you get in disrespect. I don't understand it. You are threatening people, disrespecting people that's showing up for Naziah. How dare you? But you care about Naziah? Gigs up. And yes, we did know Vari was locked up. We knew before you did. We just didn't go to the internet because we're not going to take his personal business to the internet because it's not your business. Vari has nothing to do with Naziah. His court cases are not your business. You don't know how to shut the up and mind your business. How many people got to tell you that? You got to shut up or keep on going. Think shit sweet. Have a good time because I'm not going to go back and forth with you. This will be the last piece of energy I give you because you like it. You like it. You want it. You need it. You crave it. You want it any way you can get it, baby. You desperate for it. Any way you can get it, you'll take it. And that's sad. That's the sad part. So, again, everyone, you have to excuse the ignorance as I receive messages to my TikTok. Um, you know what? Just forgive it. Forgive it. And keep it pushing because this is Detroit. And, baby, that's all I can tell you. You got to chill out. You gonna have to chill out and sit down, take a shower, chill out. I see you wash the sheet. Good job. Now shower. Wash darn clothes, okay? Do something productive instead of running around insulting people. It's only so many insults you can get in before somebody slap you down. Oh, and I'm not saying me. I don't want you to take that back to the police. I am not threatening Blowfish in any kind of way, y'all. I said somebody gonna show you who's tough in this city. Okay? It don't always come when you expect it. Everybody ain't gonna wipe your ass when you say wipe my ass. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even wiping your ass, clearly. So yeah, y'all, the ignorance. But again, she did this on Naziah's birthday. Disrespected the chat, called everybody out their name. Oh my God, people were just supporting Naziah. And she disrespected them people so bad. And then go over there and delete it. Now, ain't that crazy? You go and leave all the disrespect, but when I mention it, you want to go try to clean it up. Spoiler alert, I got the screenshots. I took those in the beginning, boo boo. Don't make me start posting them. Okay? But beyond that, you have to go back to North Carolina, where your podcast family is. And y'all got to start this over again because I didn't peep the play. You know what I'm saying? And then you got ties in New York, and Jarvis' family is from New York. So who are you, Blowfish? Because you definitely came here as a distraction. You are not supporting Naziah. Because this doesn't look like support. It don't matter how mad you are at someone, you are not going to upset and disrespect anything honoring them, having to do with them, and disrespect the people that's trying to do it for them, that's fighting for them. So again, everybody, people talk a good game. They say they care about Naziah, and they couldn't take a second to light a freaking candle. But they went to their funky little YouTubes, because I'm going to stop calling them content creators, right, Nick? Stop calling them YouTubers, because content is different than just being a YouTuber. A content creator is going to actually speak facts, have some sort of journalism background, or going to school or something. You're not just going to your YouTube attacking people. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of these YouTubers get hurt. People don't live that down, and I'm not throwing no threats. I'm just keeping it real. It's a lot of YouTubers that look, people don't, a year later, okay, 2 months later, you did all this disrespect, and you mess around and find out. People are crazy. They not gonna let you keep on disrespecting their loved one and doing what you want to do. You can't do that. You just can't. You just can't. Yeah, it's sad. Jojo said, I have been in other chats but never disrespect anyone. And you have my contact. Hit me up anytime. Can we talk? Yeah, sure. We can. We can talk. I told you I would hit you up. Yes, indeed. We sure can. And yeah, I know it's not, you can be wherever you want to be, huh? I get it. I'm not tripping on nobody being in nobody chat, y'all. I'm not. Everybody is grown. You hear me? I am not a cult telling y'all you can only stay with me. I get it. I'm just saying, let's make sure we peep what's going on when you live and you doing you're honoring the child that people yell about, so-called care about, and then they go back to their platforms and they say nothing great about her. Don't light a candle. Don't do anything. Okay, but they attack you while you doing it. Come on now, that's demonic energy. That's evil. Attacking people that's just showing support for Naziah. Wow. How you gonna attack somebody because they want to go listen to somebody else? That's crazy. You gonna know you can only stay over here. Kewana Records now. Damn, that's death row for real.
Okay, master.
uh, look, you can't get out this. Look, chat, y'all in this contract. You can't get out of it. Let me find out. I'm telling you, 3 o'clock after school. I'm on y'all. Play with me. You better keep it over here. Now, let me find out y'all over there in some more chats. It's gonna be an ish show. What? We grown as hell. What are you talking about? Donna Speak said, them bees starting to irritate me for no, seriously. Like, let it breathe. But you know what? Here's what I think it is. To create content, you have to be able to keep attention, talk to people, and people understand what you're saying. And, you have to be able to connect with people. Everybody can't create content. You know what I'm saying? And again, this is a number game. These people recognize if they're not talking about Naziah, they numbers are low. That's just real talk. So they got to keep on bringing her name up. They won't let it rest. I'm saying I've heard everything under the sun. Eric Gamble, great Naziah. Look, y'all, I'm gonna be straight up 100 with y'all. You cannot accuse a man of raping children if you don't have the proof. It has never been anything proven that he did that. Don't get me wrong. Everybody saw an uncomfortable video. I get it. As a mother, I would have been too. I'm funny acting with my daughters. I'm funny acting with my son. I've said this many times. Got it. But there has never been anything accusing him of raping a child. And never. To be able to say, okay, they had him around a child and he's got a record. Got it. We can roll with that. We can you can't go against that. You get what I'm saying? If you got that on your record and you around a child, you shouldn't be understood. Got it. Right? But to say that, to accuse somebody of raping a child that there's never been no evidence of, to say there's DNA samples on people and then none of this is true. What in the hell is going on? Because one thing we know for sure, and this ain't taking up for nobody, this just stating facts, y'all. I can't do nothing but state facts. Eric Gamble, which is my uncle, was in a relationship with this young lady. They were in in a relationship for quite some time. Okay, so they're saying it as if he just went out into the street and raped somebody. That's the story, and now he's raping kids. Not am I saying in no time that, however, it's supposed to be done. It's an excuse for that, but I'm saying I don't know the story behind that. They don't know the story behind that. But what we want to do is respect the victim. We want to make sure that the victim know that we are in no way victim of shaming the victim at all. I'm telling y'all what it is. Okay? They have said he's great, Naziah. Y'all ain't no proof of that. And look, hey, we gotta say what it is now. When it come to graping, not making an excuse for no grapers here, but can you imagine uh not being able to separate the two? Because it's men that grape women that never grape children. I'm just saying we just got to keep it 100. There's never been a story, a family member, none of that that's been a child that has accused him of raping them as a child. So I'm just stating facts about being a PDF. That's what I'm talking about. A PDF. He's been around multiple family members, multiple children, multiple women, kids, all his life. And there's never been a person, a human, a child that said he raped me. So we've heard that a woman said he raped her. Let's respect the victim. But just to be able to say he raped Naziah, what are we talking about? He was at the shop when they was chopping up the body. This is what the scam likely said. He don't even come to Detroit. He ain't been in Detroit in umpteen years. When we see that man, it's because he didn't came up here to visit for a couple days, not because he's staying. He's never been back here staying for no weeks and no days in. He does not be in Detroit. He does not live in Detroit. He has not lived in Detroit in over 15 years. So I said that to say, for them to just say, you know, he was at the shop while the body was getting chopped up and everybody did this and he raped all the kids in the family. Now, hold on now. I'm just saying state facts if you're going to state it. What we do know is he had a record for raping a woman. We know that he went serve time in prison. We know that. We know that they were in a nice relationship for quite some time. This we know. Okay? Those are the facts that's on the table. Anything else, you blowing smoke out your ass. And that's not okay. And then now it's not just to start accusing all the men, like all the men in the family. Great. I mean, damn, they said the uncle, Annette's son, like what is it? What? You got to be able to prove this. Like we came out and we said Jarvis Butts was accused of inappropriate touch at a party. And we reported it multiple times. We went to the police. We had attorneys. We tried to get the kids. We went through all type of stages, blah, 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 and said this 1,000 times, okay? Okay? But if there was any other males that we felt great Naziah, I guarantee you their names would have been on the list. Uncle, cousin, don't matter. Because we have never not stood up for them. Not never. Not at all. So I just got to keep it 100. Like these people, they just saying anything. And you can't do that. You can't. But oh, baby, wait till I got the final. I got some. I'm gonna show up here, and we're gonna celebrate together. Okay. Soon as me and Jay is giving what we need to do what we need to do. And baby, it's gonna come as a great surprise. I'm telling you, it ain't what they thinking. I tell you that right now. See, you got to know how to get things done, and if other people ain't doing it, you got to get it done. Donna Speak said, "Them bees do not care about Nasiah. They care about antagonizing you. Pay attention." And period. Donna Speak said, "I love it. You go live after they go live and clear up all these delusional AS rumors they create. I love it. Keep going 100. I never catch you live. Always the replay, but I'm here tonight." Yeah, Donna, I gotta keep it real. Like, we can't just go spewing out shit now. The goddamn grocery store man, Great Nasiah, the taxi driver, Great Nasiah. Like, what? You got to have facts when you say somebody graping people. You gotta have facts. Like I said, you can say what we saw. You can say what we know. That's facts. You can't just throw shit out there. You just can't. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, y'all. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Donna Speed said, "I called them out about the reading Brooke transcripts, but nobody said anything. So I honestly thought y'all didn't mind. But when you went live about Blowfish, I went in all the comments. Let's go, Donna. That's what I'm talking about. So you can't be quiet. When you love, the actions are shown. You don't just talk about it, you be about it. You can't say friendship. You can't say I love you and you don't love me when I'm not there. Or you love me when I'm in your face, but you don't love me when I ain't around. No, come on. Come on now. I'm from that way. I know what it look like. I know the difference between love and not love, friends and foes. And sometimes we all fall short and we give people a chance. But yeah, I don't mean you supposed to. Donna said she called them out. That's crazy. Reading transcripts. Yeah, y'all, that was terrible. Let me tell you something. I don't give a dang if you paid for it, if you went half on it, if y'all split the cost. It was distasteful, it was disrespectful, and it speaks volumes because people are around for the mess. They don't care about these kids. They want the drama. They want something to talk about. They want to, oh yeah, they ain't no good. She took him to Disneyland. Look at the leg. God dog it, leg with a tattoo. And ain't no tattoo on her son that was about 6 feet at 14. Yeah, right. They ran with that. Oh, he was at Disneyland.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Mm, wasn't it?
This comment right here. This is scam likely.
Hold on, Nick. It says, I just lost my train of thought, y'all. Uh, what was I saying, Nick? I forgot. But anyway, let's read
Talking
this
about.
check. Go
Okay,
ahead.
go ahead.
What you say?
I said you was talking about damn. You
It's
was
okay.
you was on it though. Another fake rumor, made up story, made up lie. It was basically you was touching on that.
Okay, let's give this person a shot at trolling. All our visions come with receipts. Your uncle Eric Gamble touched on Isaiah. He is a PDF. Why watch someone YouTube channel and complain about it? It costs zeros. No, no, dear, that's not true. You dummy, you big dummy. There's never been anything proven that Eric Gamble ever touched a great Isaiah. You know what? If he did, then guess what he would be? Hmm? Guess what he would be? Because we would have reported that. This is speculation. This is something that started with the YouTubers saying that. And my point is this: you can't just say that. Sure, we know his record. We know what he went to prison for. That's good. We got it. We got it. He was in a relationship with this chick, and she said what she said. He did time. How he did time. This we know now. But that doesn't mean you can say there's nothing that ever said he ever raped Naziah. That's a lie. There's no child in the family, and I have a very big family, that ever said he has touched, raped, or did anything to their children. Nobody. And he doesn't live in Michigan. Nobody
Scam.
here, nobody there. You'll never hear that. other than this story with my little cousin, and that was never something that ever we ever heard or nobody can say happened to her. She's never said that to nobody. The children never said that to nobody. Like, stop it.
Where's the receipts at?
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
none.
Scam likely.
This is content. They will blow anybody that they can put their name in something. Listen, just because somebody did something don't mean you can blame them for doing something else. That's what I'm saying. Just because a dude go to jail for assault, you can't say he committed red rum. You can't do that. You just can't. You got to stay with the facts. He committed red rum, or he did what? He caught an assault charge. Which one is it? You the dummy. He probably touched on you. No, no, that's you. You're the dummy because you want to keep the narratives going, and I'm here to bust it down for you. We're not gonna allow y'all fake narratives to keep spinning so you can keep making your couple dollars and you couldn't. Where your candle at? Where your candle? What contribution did you do for Naziah? And you didn't even spell her name right, Judge. Fool. It's a capital N. Dum dum. Oh, and you forgot the Z too being capitalized. You stupid. You don't even know her. You're just a dummy. Want some content? Sorry. I'm gonna tell it how it is. You accuse people for what the facts are, for what they done, not for just something you want to say. The dummy said it's finding Naziah. You not putting no boots on the ground for her. All you did was contact CPS. What happened when CPS failed her? What did you do then? Well, I want to tell you what I didn't do. What I didn't do was what I've said a million times, baby. And at this point, you got to be slow. You got to be real slow, because we have, when I tell you, can go on mostly anybody's dog on YouTube and hear us over and over and over say the same thing. I tell you what we didn't do. We didn't leave our children. We didn't go to jail. No, we absolutely didn't. But there were times when we did almost go to jail. I tell you that right now. Okay? Said that before too. But we did not. We had to think rationally because we are parents. And you know what? We're responsible parents that happen to know our children need us. And we, you know what else we know? We know going to jail wouldn't have helped Nan child that we were fighting for. Now would it? Dumb dumb. You got to be stupid. And in fact, let me go a little further and help you out. Let me help you with this. There will be no case. There will be no charges. And there will be nothing else going on if it wasn't for me and Janelle. So you can say what you want to say and feel how you want to feel. But I tell you what we did do. We got things moving, didn't we? We ain't shuck and jive like you over here shucking and jiving, and you didn't even do a candle. Didn't even go live and say I love you, I care for you. Damn it, you can't even spell her name right. Start there. Learn how to put the weed in the bag, then get money, dummy. That's what you do. Cause you stupid. Oh, hey, Shank Rock, got doggone mod. Y'all, that was Shank Rock mod. Everybody give it up. Give it up for the big dummy. You the big dummy. But I tell you what, they can keep speaking all they want to, because I'm going to start speaking on them. You go back and you tell Shank with the Rock this. Okay? We're going to start talking about Roy. We're going to start getting Roy out the way, because I know the conversations. I know the story. I know the story with you and Roy. So you best pipe down and keep worrying about them CPNs and them fake names you using that nobody can find out and uncover your real identity. Okay? See? You do that. Go tell Shank what the Rock that, because I didn't come here to be messy. I didn't come here to start a problem. I came to spit facts and keep it 100. And see, they don't want to hear that. Shank Rock did nothing for Naziah. But you know what he did? You know what he did? He did do this. He brought every Clio for entertainment purposes, because it says that for entertainment purposes, anytime you go call, look up a Google a psychic, entertainment purposes, he disrespects her. But he the same one that said he hated him. He couldn't stand him. Oh, That was Cleo. Hey, Cleo. Baby, we can't even understand what you saying when you saying it. You talking about no, no, no. And then I think, oh God, damn, shush. We can't take it. We can't take it at all. Okay.
Ah,
Nobody even understand you, let alone want you to read a damn crystal ball. You's a liar. Everything y'all said was lies. None of it was actual and factual. You have no facts and nobody chopping nothing up at a dang on shop. That's why we're waiting for trial, you big dummy, so we can see what he did with her body. What happened? 10% of facts was brought out at preliminary. That's nothing. So guess what? We're waiting for trial to see what's there so we can know. And if you really care, you'll shut the F up and stop telling lies, looking in your crystal ball, telling lies. I tell you what you do. Put the crystal ball up. Go find you two. And to do that, you're going to need a male. Okay? And you know what to do from there. Gargle. Okay? Because the glass ain't working. I tell you what, if you see me go mess around and punch you, okay, you know, you said no. Well, let me just because they so police. Like the crazy is they so tough. They be so tough, and the first thing they do is go make a report, like the blowfish. You so tough on these YouTube streets, on these TikToks, but you the first one, uh, running scared. Go away. We're sick of the lies. We're sick of the false narratives. And we're sick of the fucking replays. We're tired of it. God dang. How many times, you know what, guys? If y'all don't get it by now, I want everybody to go check themselves in. No, seriously, I'm not even playing. If you do not know the full story by now, right? Don't get me wrong. We all miss some things. We do. I ain't gonna lie. Even as a family member. However, you don't have to keep going all over. You a shake with the rock. You keep playing. I'm gonna call Social Security on you. How she said, I'm gonna call your probation officer. I'm gonna Taraji you, brother rocks. Cause baby, you gotta quit disrespecting my little cousin. You gotta quit doing it. Let it rest. Let it breathe. Let's start talking about them CPNs y'all got going on. And if you keep pushing me even further, I'm gonna have to call the IRS and we're gonna get a count done on them goddamn book bags. You know what? Hey, if they can snitch, I can snitch. Where's the rules? Because I had a whole broad reporting my live and then went back and said, she's over there disrespecting me. And she's striking me. What? You did it first. See, they throw the rock, hide their hand every time. It's all about the super chats. It's all about the cash apps. That's what it's about. Anything to get a couple $. Look, I don't care, y'all. My loyalty stands with my little cousin. I don't give a dang what they say. But where was y'all at when she was getting more? We didn't know, Bobo. We didn't know. Lady, no. We did not know, lady, no. How stupid can you be? Have you even heard that we didn't know? We said it 1,000 times. We didn't know. We only knew what happened at a party. You are freaking retarded. At this point, y'all, it's giving low IQ. It's giving mental illness. No shots of mental illness, but I'm saying they acting like crazy. And this not about the mental illness, but they're acting like crazy fans. You know how the Michael Jackson fans was at this point. I love Michael. You can't have him. That's how they're acting. This broad said, where was you when it was going down? Like we knew, you big dummy. You think we knew about all of this? You stupid. So here's the thing. As long as they try to make it look like we knew, it's more content. Because everybody's hurt. God dang, I know y'all tired of hearing it. I know you're probably tired now. You're probably sitting there tired now of hearing it. But what can I do? They keep coming. So here I am, guys. You know, what can you do? What did we do? Well, you wouldn't know about Nasiah if we didn't do anything, and we wouldn't be going forward to any type of conviction coming about. There would have never been a charge put forth if we didn't do anything. Every reason that you have in this moment to get any complete justice, it's because of me and Janelle. Sorry, that's just the truth. And the witnesses that came forward, we can't forget about them as far as victims and everything. You got to give them they credit too. But other than that, definitely wasn't none of these YouTubers that got this case being solved or conviction or anything. If you think it's from the YouTubers, you crazy, because the courts don't deal in nothing but facts. The only thing that these YouTubers can do is you know we end up having a hung jury or something like that, because all the, which I believe is really their goal. That's their goal. But it's in no way is it going to be nothing that they're going to take to court and say, hey, YouTuber such and so says, or YouTube such and so said. They roll off facts, and when it comes to court, they don't go off opinions and emotions of what you people think. They don't care about that. They go what they can prove, innocent till proven guilty, which is why all this is happening. Like everybody is saying, oh, there's a plea. He said he don't want it. And that's what the Cleo said. I told y'all it was gonna be a plea. I told y'all it was gonna be a plea. Look, you big old dummy. There's always a plea deal conversation. It was a discussion of, you know why? Because they already know what they need to know, but they're saying, at least show us what a body is. And this is what we're discussing. They said that. I don't know, but people didn't comprehend it, what they were saying. I get it. Everybody don't know when they're talking, as far as law is concerned. Everybody don't get it. But they said it. They said basically what I'm saying. It's a discussion. So is every case headed for trial. There's a discussion of a plea bargain, you know. But that's all that plea bargain is about. Him telling where the body is. Okay? No, not at all. Let me see here. 52. Nope, I see it. Yeah. Donna says facts. Been shouting y'all out since SD days. Child, we appreciate you and good looking, boo. Yes, indeed. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. We can't do nothing but be honest. Like, that's all we can do. You know? It's not. That's all we can do, y'all. That's all we can do. 1 second, chat. Gotta keep it 100, guys. I can't keep it nothing else. This is all a bunch of crock mess. Uh, yeah, it's all a bunch of crock mess. Okay? Hold on, chat. I'm reading some. I know I got my peoples look out for me. Let me know what's going on these YouTube streets. Yeah, so again, I'm just tired of the buffoonery. Okay, like at this point, it's just pure disrespect. You know, and then the crazy part is people that show up. Like, I'd be like, dang, what's wrong with these people? Like, these people got to be, dang, like. How many times you need to hear it to hear it? Like, it's sad. It's ridiculous. What did you guys do? Well, dummy, we did everything we needed to do. I tell you that. I tell you that. You wouldn't be. We wouldn't be here at all. Donna Speak said, "My thing is everybody loved running with the narrative that nobody in her family did anything. Once y'all spoke up, it killed the narratives and the rumors started." I agree. And the attacks. When we came to expose, honey, the attacks started. The attacks started. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, y'all, all I can do is keep it 100. As I said in the beginning, was my reason of even putting this whole YouTube page together. We got tired of the false narratives. And like I said, if y'all go check out my playlist. I don't y'all stop in them playlists because I got the smear campaign, how it started. Well, let me tell you how it started real quick. It started with us being falsely accused. No, I take it back. We did our first news interview, the first one when we were blurred out. You guys will see that within my playlist. Uh, a family member began to accuse us of being not having the ball, the BALS, to come forward and speak out. We ain't got the balls, right? The family members that started, everybody know. I mean, they scrubbed them. They took them down and scrubbed them. But if you know, you know. If you've been here, you know, right? So that's how that started. It just kept on saying it and kept on saying it. The family members that started this ain't got the balls to come out and speak up. They are hiding on the news, ain't showing their faces. Like this went on for quite some time. We like, dang, if they only knew what we knew and what we telling investigators, to look into and all that's going on and what they looking into from what they doing, yeah, you be blowing yourself out too, big dummy. You don't know what's going on. This is deep, right? So we had to come out. We got started to we were being accused of being a part of it, and everything. And all this happened once we disagreed with what they were doing. You know, we disagreed and we said, you know what? Um, I don't like this. This is not right. What are the lies about? Why are you lying? What's the point of that? It don't make no sense. And I'm not just talking about the YouTubers. I'm talking about family. I'm talking about family too. Let me go on and throw them under the bus. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, but bus train. I have a big family. There's a lot of women in my family. I sent those messages out about her candlelight to a lot of people. Um, Here we are. You know, y'all see who out here. It ain't about clicks. It ain't about views. I never asked for $1. Jay never asked for $1. We never asked for a penny. We never asked nobody to put no money nowhere. That's why we did this. So nobody had to come out no money. Everybody can show up no matter where you were, no matter what you had going on. It ran all day. You hear me? You can see your children all day. Like Color Purple. And guess what? Y'all see how many people care? Y'all see how many people say, you know what? I ain't rocking with them, but I'm gonna like the scandal, and I'm gonna send it wherever the heck I feel like sending it. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna send it nowhere, but I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna record it, and I'm gonna send it to wherever you do it. They ain't even do that. So many opinions, though. So many people saying what they would have did and how they would have did it. Well, I can't tell because you ain't doing the bare minimum. You ain't doing the bare minimum. You got the blowfish stalking people. Like that's stalking, dum dum. You're stalking me. And I tell you what, I'm afraid what you may do to me. I am not sure what you're capable of at this point. You know what? I don't know, y'all. I may not be safe. I may not be safe, guys. Chat, on this day, I said this, okay? I may not be safe, everyone. I don't know. I was told to move around. You know what I mean? I'm afraid. You never know. You just never know, y'all. Seriously. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it is. And that's all it's been. As soon as we start exposing, the attacks came from so many. I can't even say where all the attacks were. Yeah, I'm going to be quiet because you guys have the slightest clue of what we've been through. Mm-hmm. Let's just say that it's a great performance, but the gig is up, guys. Like, come on, like, come from behind the freaking curtains. I mean that. Let's stop with the puppet acts here. We're sick of seeing it. We're sick of hearing it. Let's move on. Dang. There's real content creators out there that really create content, and you can do it too. If you just Google some, maybe watch some, because I promise y'all, I don't consider myself a content creator. I'm a family member that got tired of the false narratives and the mess and the disrespecting my little cousins, and I created a YouTube. I got tired of the lies. I got tired of us being falsely accused of things that we didn't do. I got tired of hearing we ain't got the balls to come out and we are the family members that started this. I got tired. We got tired. Once we had people vandalizing and stuff, we had people vandalizing because they were being told we ain't got the balls. All because we decided to speak against the things that weren't right that was being done. We're all family. If we're family, why are you doing this to her? If you're family, why are you doing that? We wouldn't do it. Y'all know how many times I needed some money? I would never in a million freaking years use Nan kid, not just in my family, but nobody else's kid to get paid. It's too many ways to get paid. You don't pray on a week to get paid. That's doing the devil's work. And you don't kick nobody when they down. That's doing the devil's work. It's evil. Period. These people are evil, y'all. At some point, people got to see it or not. I'm done with it. I'm done trying to convince folk. Look, if y'all want to go down yonder and want to be foolish and you don't see through the smoke of the things that I'm expressing and I'm saying, and you guys have let them paint this narrative in your minds of things that's not true, never happened, all because that's what you want to do, fine. If you want to say I'm defending whomever you want to say, no, I'm saying keep the facts on the table. Let's keep the facts on the table. And guess what? I can give a dang less about the rundown, because if we go all the way back, guess what you'll see? Us being under attack before we ever spoke a word. Our stuff being vandalized because lies being told, all because we said we not gonna stand by and let you do that to her. That's how it started. So I just wanted to say that for Miss, because she said, what did we do? So go back and rub your, and then how you over here asking what we did and you the one rubbed the crystal ball? See what I'm saying? The ball is broken. The ball need to be thrown away. Because the ball, you should have known what we did. That's how I know you full of crap. You was full of it, scam likely. But yeah, y'all. Nikki said integrity ain't never went out of style. I know that's right. But they don't know nothing about integrity, Nick. At all. You hear me? At all, y'all. So yeah, chat. Look, hey, I guess this was one of them nights. Got to keep it 100, because one thing's for sure, and two things for certain. They can have their fun, but I promise you guys, here soon, it's gonna be known that we know what to do when we need to do it. When it comes to paperwork, everybody don't know, and so yeah. It's going to be some drastic changes coming, you all. And you all are going to be able to witness it with us. Because I'm the wrong itch to get control. Janet me. And I'm going to show what it looked like. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control. Disrespectful. It's just disrespectful, y'all. But again, y'all, I'm so glad that y'all just keeping 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad that y'all show up. Excuse me, for my little cousin. And took a moment for her. Man, y'all, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all will forever have my respect. You didn't have to be asked to do it. You did it. And that's real. Nobody had to ask you. Nobody had to. And even if they did, even if you were asked, you just did it. Some people didn't know. Some people had stuff going on. I had a couple birthdays. They still stopped in to support doing a live. They still did the candle. Shout out to Mixed Breed. Shout out to all y'all that showed up, man. Seriously, support her. Support her. Like I said, y'all, even if they don't support us, support her. That speaks volumes. Nobody supported her. Nobody that have a platform but Phone Jones. Thank you for giving her space on your platform and recognizing that that was her day. Seriously. Like I said, the birthday was a fail from everything that them people did. Now we gonna still everybody gonna get together, go check the times, y'all, and then what you do is you go back and evaluate every other time, every other week. Did anybody do this? And you're gonna say, you know what, Kiwana's making sense. Everybody picked this one day to do the same thing. That mean they all planned it. It was a planned attack. Talking about on your girl, please. They don't care about her. Yes, y'all. Let's get the pink chats. Let's do it. Because one thing over here you'll never hear me doing is bagging y'all for a dime, telling you got to pay for membership or any of that. And shout out to the content creators that's doing real content. That's doing their own thing. I'm not taking nothing from them. I'm talking solely to the ones that's bullying and trying to get paid while being a bully. I can't stand a bully. And to try to get paid while being a bully is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, for life, my respect for any is gone because the least that could have been done is quietness, peace, stillness, remembrance, and honoring her. That's what that was about. That's it. That's all. That's it. And then when you couldn't do that, shout out to those that keep it real. Shout out, y'all. Let's see what's going on, guys. I love it when they do this. I love it, love it, love it. Let's see. That's not 100% true. Okay, so come on, bust it down. Mo, give us the truth. Come on, type it up, baby. What's not 100% true? We waiting. I'm going to give you the flow. Let's get it. In fact, I ain't got a problem dropping the link. I have never dug no smoke because you ain't got no smoke for me. I promise you. But go ahead, type. That's not true. What's not true? Shout out to Phone Jones. What did you say wasn't true? That's what we talking about. What did you say wasn't true, Mom? Waiting on you. What's not true? Waiting on you. What's not true? What's not true? Y'all waiting with me? Let's see what Momo say. Toot definitely shared your candlelight, Virgil. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't speak of no names. I said YouTubers. And so, do you mind telling me where it was shared at? Because I would like to go see it for myself. Are you saying it was shared on a page? Because I didn't speak of no names. I said what I said, though. I didn't say Toot's name. You came over here saying Toot's name. So, I mean, if that's how you felt, I was solely saying YouTubers, period, should have shut up and they don't got to like it, but I'm going to say it and did no content on that day, period. That was her day. That's all. This ain't about people's feelings. People got to get out of thinking it's about them. It's about your emotions. It's not. It's about common courtesy and due respect. That's what it's about for these children. If you're going to talk about it, be about it. That's what it's about. So when I say what I say, I'm talking to whoever. If it don't apply, let it fly. But I'm going to say what needs to be said. If in the event her pain was talked about, darkness was brought upon her name on a day where there was only for lights to be put on her name, shame on you. Period. And that's whether you jumped around, you did a little dance, you know what I'm saying, sung a song, whatever you did. If you did that and then when it talked about her pain, shame on you. That wasn't a day to talk about pain. That's what I'm saying now. Whatever you saying it. I invited the content creators to light a candle for Naziah Harris on January the 9th of 2026. Now, I would like for everybody to show me a YouTuber outside of Phone Jones that lit a candle for Naziah on that day. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't say I went and checked everybody YouTube. If somebody did it, drop it in the chat. And I'll double back and say my bad. But what I saw was a bunch of chaos. I saw a bunch of YouTubers go live at the very same time. That's what I saw. And talk about darkness. That's like, that's crazy. That's too much dark energy at one time on a day that was meant for nothing but lights on her. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying whoever did it, right? Y'all chat hear me say whoever did it. I ain't calling nobody name. I said whoever did it. That's what I said. Whoever did it. She says it was done on her Twitch along with the moment of silence. Well, you know what? I never said Toot didn't do anything. You never heard me say that. But what I am going to say to you is beyond making content, beyond doing a moment of silence and doing a candle for her, which is appreciated for sure, that day should have been still for her. That's what I'm saying. There should have been no conversation of content or anything else. All that should have been shut down. That's what I'm saying. And I showed up in chats to say it. That's what I'm saying. I showed up in chats. So you showed up over here and you start mentioning Toot, and I'm trying to see why I had spoke Toot name out. I'm talking to any YouTuber that it applied to. That's what I'm talking to. No comment, no content should be made on her day. Not nothing to darkness. Period. And I personally gave Toot an invite. It's right in her messenger. So complete justice for Nazaya. I told her what it was gonna be. I told her where she could send the candle. I told her the hashtag. So all I'm saying is, that's just that. I was asked, I gave the information, and yeah. And she asked me. She said, "What are you doing January the 9th for Nazaya? What y'all doing?" We said we're doing a candlelight for her. We explained how it was going to be done and how it was going to be done, and how you can be involved in doing it. That's what I'm saying. So again, to come out for any YouTuber listening, so be it. To come out, turn the internet completely against the very people that fought for her, that moved for her. Make people think that they didn't. Have us attacked for 2 years, mainly on any occasion, mostly on any occasion that was reserved for her, that we gave our time and our energy to assure that we made sure that we do something for her, and then to turn around and not support what we was doing. I didn't find that to be okay. But I still appreciate anybody that went to their platform and at least showed her respect. And guess what? It should have went further than that. And everybody should have just talked about things that will bring light, not darkness. See, there's a difference between darkness and light. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference when you bring a low vibration to something that's supposed to be not a low vibration. That's what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is, I was told, because I can't say I've seen a lot for myself, but I get a lot of emails and I get a lot of texts. And what I'm saying is, it was a lot of talk about what we could have did for her birthday and how things should have went for her birthday. And so, since things went wrong for her birthday that we had nothing to do with, and we were attacked for trying to show the respect to our family member, I think that the return respect should have been, and what it would have looked like is, people gave more energy, YouTubers gave more energy to going live and talking about the bad than actually talking about the good. Hey, everybody, this is what's going on. This is how we're going to do it. Let's represent Nazaya. I ain't see that energy. I didn't. And now all I'm saying is that energy should have been felt. This ain't about emotion. It's this a thing. That's why people keep on having this problem. It's not their story. It's not. It's her story. Okay? It's her story. So sometimes you just got to sit back and say, you know what? If that were me and if I were in their shoes, would I want people to do this? Would I want people to disrupt so bad? The fact that I stood on business for my loved one, did it then and doing it now. But we've done so much wrong in the midst of this. We've done so much wrong. The wrong is done so much. How do you right your wrongs? You can't keep wronging your wrongs. You got to right your wrongs, right? And action, action, action. That's what it's about. We can say anything. It's about showing it. That's what I'm saying. So again, I didn't feel I strolled up in chats. I let content creators know. I sent messages to their phones, to their messengers. I got screenshots. I can prove it. I did this way back. Not just yesterday. I did this months ago. I mean, weeks ago. Okay. And I'm saying I didn't see that energy. That's what I'm saying. And it can be taken how I want to be taken. But I got to tell the truth. I can't. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. If it was their loved one, because I'm sure every YouTuber has lost someone during this time of what we've been through. Or if they haven't lost someone, someone's sick in their family. Somebody's going through some real stuff. Okay? So, would they want to be in our shoes? All the lies, all the attacks that we are still receiving is because of what the YouTubers did. And they don't think they need to right their wrongs. See, right your wrong ain't giving it a second. It ain't giving it a minute. It ain't even giving it an hour. You got to give the same energy that you gave when you took away our mission for our family member. Period. And that ain't, again, I didn't put a name on that. I'm just, if it don't apply, let it fly. If you feel it in your soul, I'm talking to you. If it was me, I would want the world to tell and hear my story until I get justice. Let me tell you something. That is exactly the problem. People like you and the way that you're thinking right now is exactly what's going to not get justice and what's going to cause a hung jury, because you don't keep talking about something that is nothing to talk about. You can't. It's nothing to talk about. There's no updates. We're headed to trial. What are we talking about here? What happened? We talked about 1,000 times already. Is that what you're saying? That's not keeping her name alive. That's not what that is. We've done what we needed to do. The courts and the law officials is now handling the case because we made certain of that. We weren't stopping it runaway. We didn't do that. We weren't doing that. But of course, you've heard this story 1,000 times. And guess what? We were placed under attack by the very YouTubers that couldn't shut up for 24 hours and honor her. Not on her day of honoring of the tragedy that happened to her, and not on her doggone birthday. We had the blowfish down here causing havoc in every freaking chat disrespecting my little cousin. And they're allowing it, the thing, to be on their platforms, shouting it out, all type of shit. If you care about my little cousin, how are you shouting out something like this? Nah, man, the actions don't align with the mouth. Anybody can talk. See, I'm a person of action. I'm a person of principle. Okay? I stand on principles first. It ain't about the fact that you only stole $2. It's the fact that you would steal from me. That's what that's about. That's what it's about. I stand on principle. You could have asked. I'd have gave you $1 if I couldn't give you 2. See what I'm saying? So y'all got to stop putting, it ain't how you feel what you think, it's how we feel what we think. You might feel what you think with your loved one. We feel how we think with ours. So to feel so entitled that you can say, well, you should feel like this. That's disrespect again, because I can't come and tell you if your mama passed on, no disrespect, or your granny or somebody in your family, how you supposed to, how I'm supposed to tell everybody you did this and you did that. And the facts are out. So we all know it's clean as day. All this stuff has been lies. Everything that went around the internet. And it took away from Naziah Harris' lights. You know why? Because contrary to popular belief, a lot of people didn't share her moment because they don't believe in us. Because the YouTubers made it that way. God don't like ugly, man. It all. You can't be talking about pull me out of blessings, God. I'm forgive me, please. I'm sorry. And then you go doing the same thing and act like you don't know what you did when you did it Because you know what you did when you did it. You know very much well what you did. You can't fool God, man. You can't fool source. Seriously, you can't. You can't. So if talking about her name means spilling more false narratives, like I just had somebody come in here talking about some who raped her. The only one that's known that great Naziah Harris is Jarvis Butts. Okay? Not the autistic dude, not none of that. We was on all of that. We did all of that. Anytime we felt, probably we was on it. Okay? So been there, done that. The only person that was proven to have great touch or did anything actual to Naziah or any of the other victims is Jarvis Butts. And while I'm talking about that, let me come on and give you a little bit of this. Now we're talking about what Jarvis baby mamas did. Okay? Well, I'm gonna put it straight like this. I don't know the other baby mamas and I don't know their story, but Lucretia stood on business. Period. You ain't got to know what happened. You ain't got to know how it happened. But I got the story. I got the story when I needed to get the story. So y'all need to leave her alone. Seriously. Real talk. Because she stood on business. Okay? And I'm sure she probably do get, to sit up and judge everybody. Oh, she on these. She smoking, she drinking. Wouldn't you? What would you do if you found out a man that you trusted and had around your children, that claimed your child as his while everybody think they know so much, blowfish, you know shit. Jarvis claimed that baby for years. He was considered her father up until recent when DNA testing was done for reasons. Other than that, he was considered her father and he claimed that baby. So therefore, at the time of what happened to that baby that was considered his, that was 4 years old, he did everything that was said he did. And she stood on business, and that's all I gotta say. But y'all be so quick to call people out and call yourself knowing stuff you don't know. You don't know nothing. How about that? Now, I don't know about the other baby mamas, but I know that. You can't just go saying anything, man. You just can't. Y'all is crazy. Y'all is crazy and y'all judgmental and wicked. Y'all doing everything the Bible don't say do. If we want to talk about biblical. And I'm just saying that because that's what everybody gonna thought. God loves me. I've been praying all day. Shut up. God's sick of you. Sick of you thinking you more special than everybody else and you can go do wrong here, and then come back around and say, can you protect me, Lord? Protect my kids. Take this out of me, Jesus. No, shut up. Allah, please. No, shut up. You evil. Just going around saying anything about anybody for content. Lucretia stood on business. So y'all can take her name out your chats. Because I know the story. And I ain't going to put her story out there. But I guarantee you this. You're barking up the wrong tree. That's all I'm going to tell you. Hopefully you take my advice. Okay? Because y'all may not see what you see. Here's the thing. They only see me and Jay on the front line. You only know about me and Jay on the front line. Because that's who was on the front line. Period. Point blank. The other line, you can throw that away. You can burn it. Okay? So therefore, they think they can keep bullying, but y'all don't know who finna be sure. Y'all don't know who gonna pop out at trial. Y'all don't know, And like I said, I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody, family, whoever, like it or not like it, YouTubers, whoever didn't light a candle for Naziah, guess what? Kiss it. The whole thing, not half of it. Because it was very, very inconsiderate for her story and what she been through. We came to tell her story. We fought for her story to be put out to you selfish, entitled pieces of shit that think you had the nerve to go up on your YouTubes and disrespect us because you wanted content and turn the world against us, which is taken away from her light. Damn you. And may you feel the same pain we felt. How about that? And it's coming because karma don't miss nobody's address. Karma come through and tap. I said, let me in. And you don't let karma in, karma gonna get the beating. Then karma gonna get the kicking. Boot your whole door down. Karma coming, baby. Huh. I know that's right, Nick. Nick say people kill me throwing rocks had in their hand. And period. Every time, don't they, Nick? Nick said hypocrites. Complete justice for Nasiah over here. But I understand and I respect it. I'm just letting you know because you may not know. You may not mean no harm. Like I said, man, sometimes you just got to be a real person and understand that you hurt people. You hurt people. Period. And you can't just go around hurting people thinking it's okay for a buck. Doing something strange for some change. You just can't do it. You just can't. If you say you're going to show up and you're going to rock it out and you riding out and you want forgiveness and you here and we kicked it and we chopped, well, show it. Don't just say it, show it. Period. Everybody need to take a moment and another second and bow on their platforms and apologize to her. You got to say it to me. I bet you ain't nobody got the balls to do that. You know what? I come say today to say I apologize to Nasiah Harris because I should have shut up. I shouldn't have did no content. I was in chats like, please, not today. Don't talk about this today. This is her day. Don't talk about that tomorrow. And I was ignored. As if I'm not family. As if it's not proper to respect the family. See, you go against the word when you go against family when it comes to deceased or when it comes to loved ones supposedly deceased. You're not just going against us. You're going against a whole lot of shit. You clearly don't understand. That's the sad part. You would think people know this at our big ages. Like they all grown people. I told nobody, I said nobody's left out. This is for everyone. I stopped people from disrespecting YouTubers and everything. I took their stuff down if they did. Before anybody could even see it, it didn't come through. Yeah. This ain't no halfway train. All aboard. All aboard. So that's all I'm saying. Period. Nikki said maturity doesn't come with age, unfortunately. You right, Nick. We living it because it don't take a brain scientist to say we was wrong. It just take a person with empathy that's an adult, mature enough to understand right from wrong. That's it. If this was my mama, would I want people coming to my mama honoring and talk about everything? So, you know, your mama ain't never paid me back. Okay, I loaned your mama $20. What? Yeah, what's the name of them? Jumped your mama. I mean, they beat her up real bad. What? Cut it out. At this point, it's creepy. It's creepy. So I hope everyone is listening. I absolutely do. Because here I am, and this is how I feel. And it could be attacks, it could be however many conversations or however many YouTubes. But at the end of the day, everybody was wrong. And now that you're so wrong that you have actually shaped the minds of people that don't have common sense enough to understand what actually went down, they don't even have common sense to get it. That stole from her life. Causing a distrust for us, the people that love her, that went against all law officials, family, whatever. You know, you cause people to not want to show up for her, not us. You busy thinking you hurting us, you hurting her. You hurting her light. So that's that, everyone. Thanks for sitting and listening and letting me vent. I hope that everybody feels the same way. I hope that everybody here take the time to go and light a candle, even if it's too damn late. It ain't never what the time you do it is that you did it. Go show her some respect. Light a candle. Okay? You can send it wherever you want to send it. Seriously. Give her that moment of silence. Don't think nothing negative while lighting the candle. Think all positive things. The outcome that you want for her, for this conviction. You know, you have to manifest it. And if we sit and manifest darkness, that's what's going to happen. Okay? Light the candle, send it wherever you want to send it. If you want to send it to Complete Justice for Naziah, do so. If you don't, fine. But go honor her. Because I feel some type of way if y'all showing up over here with me and y'all ain't honored my little cousin. I feel some type of way. I'm just being honest. If I yell for your family member that I care and I didn't show respect, do respect on something that was such a special moment, then what am I yelling for? I'm God. That ain't saying y'all don't care for those that didn't show up. I'm just saying, show me. Show up. It ain't that hard. Hell. But on another note, we are moving forward. We are awaiting a conviction. Upon waiting a conviction, we are waiting to see the outcome once there is a conviction. And that is all we can do. Please, if you are a YouTuber and you are listening, shut up. Just be quiet. The jury hung enough. The jury hung enough from everybody cheering Jarvis on. It wasn't him. He didn't do it. I'd rather people say they shook hands and no, they both whatever you got to say, but don't exclude him because his phone Google says what it said. Now that we got those facts that everybody clearly missed in the beginning when they were cheering his name, that he actually Googled it from his phone. When we talking about the antifreeze, he Googled that. He did that. Okay? So, yeah. It's complete justice for Naziah over here. But thank you. It's definitely complete justice for Naziah over here. We want complete justice. And I don't take away from y'all supporting justice for Naziah. That's Roxy over there. If y'all choose to support her, hey, I am not telling y'all not to. I'm saying over here is complete justice, guys. That's all. We want to see any and everybody held accountable. That's what I'm saying. Okay? We want to see them held accountable. His phone was pinging. Her phone was pinging. You know, these they can't convict someone if they don't have enough to convict someone with. Like that's common sense, and all this lies about they're trying to put a plea deal out because they don't have nothing. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Anybody that ever fought a case knows it's always a discussion of a plea deal, always. That's what it is, a discussion. This ain't my opinion, this is facts. I'm not just dangling around, not doing my part. That's not what we're doing. Nikki too. Nikki's with us. We are seeing what's going on, honey. Believe me. Huh. That's true. Nowadays criminals make it easy to get convicted. I agree. Definitely Googling something like that in your phone. Child, you had to be a big dummy. Yeah, well, I tell you what they all thought is it wasn't going to go this way. It was going to be swept under the rug like everything else. And we wasn't having that. We wasn't doing that. That wasn't gonna happen. Not on our watch. So yeah, that's that, guys. That's that. And we will be doing more for Nazaya, and more to come. We have tried to keep all of the children safe from the internet. Um, like seriously, but we can't do that alone if people don't have no integrity. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care um about the safety of children. We can only I can only hope that they stop reading these kids transcripts out, or any witness for that sort. It's not okay. It's not okay. If that's the case, it'll be open court, and we all will be able to sit there and listen. Janiyah has said uh, what it does to her. My apology. My little cousin has said, I mean, the internet didn't ran it through the mud, but again, we've been trying to definitely keep them safe identity wise. But she has said what and how it's affecting her seeing all this YouTubing. But let the YouTubers not be considerate of that, but they care. Let them not consider what the actual victims are feeling, because you can't help but scroll the internet. You know what I mean? Yeah. So she made that perfectly clear how she feels about it, and how she feels about seeing all this stuff on the internet and what it does to her. So maybe somebody will take the time to respect that. There's so many tragics happening. I swear, if I go to these YouTuber cities and start pulling out the kids that's in dire need suffering there, I guarantee you I can pull some content out for them. It ain't Nazaya is not the only child that has suffered, and neither are the other victims. There are many cities and many places where people need their stories to be heard. If you're gonna do it the right way. My advice to family members, baby, let me tell you something. YouTubers has caused such a distrust for not just victims coming out and telling their story, because they are afraid of what's gonna happen when they do come out and tell their story. You get what I'm saying? Think about what these children that's telling their testimonies are thinking once they heard their transcripts read out. I was brave enough to tell my story, and now the whole freaking internet knows my story. Man, oh man, that is sick. That is crazy. Shout out to the YouTubers that, you know, at least showed the respect of not reading out names of the children, okay, a victim. Shout out to them, at least for showing that respect. you know. But yeah, period. It shouldn't be done at all. It just shouldn't be. It's not okay, man. It's not okay. And I don't know, you can make any excuse in the world, but it's just not okay. And then you got people over there talking about how we care about Nazaya. They ain't saying nothing in the chats. They just there commenting and everything while these YouTubers are talking about darkness on her day. You see, all you gotta do is sit back and watch people. Be observant. You know, people to say one thing and they movement to be something totally different. That's how you separate the phonies from the real ones. You know what I'm saying? You care about her, you're gonna say something. You care about kids at all, you're gonna care. But again, people show up for the mess. People show up for the mess. They don't care about nothing positive. So really we gotta start wondering what is wrong and what has happened to humanity that people rather hear bad than positivity. Come on now. What is wrong? Where people rather hear nothing but bad stuff rather than something good. Because that's what's going on. Anytime we come up, and you know what? Anytime anybody come on a platform for real or talk about something good, people don't even want to hear that. They want the mess. They want the gossip. This is tea for them. Well, it ain't tea for us. Anybody that didn't show up and honor Nazaya Harris on January the 9th of 2026, this is tea for you. This is tea for you. You want the gossip. If you didn't show her no love, you want the gossip. Shame on you. If you still judging thus far instead of keeping your focus on what's going on and what's to come, shame on you. If the scam likely is gonna keep shamming and scamming, and y'all gonna keep showing up over there talking about justice for Nazaya or complete justice for Nazaya, whatever it may be that these people are saying at the time, shame on you. Because ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna sit and listen to nobody tell me the things that these people saying and ain't no facts. I told you it would be a such and such. Yeah, duh, you think? They're telling you stuff you can Google for your dang on self and know. Telling you stuff we done heard over and over again in this case. You don't need nobody to tell you the stuff that you already know. That's crazy. Like something's wrong with you to keep wanting to hear something so toxic, so dark, and so evil over and over and over and over. Like you got a problem. You got a problem. You know? So yeah, chat. There's that. And I will be back when Jay is feeling a little better. And we're gonna have a conversation once again. Thanking those that showed up. You are appreciated. I was touched. I really was. I shedded some tears, you know, and I appreciate y'all. I surely do. Any last things to say, Nick? Nick?
Yeah, hold on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Nick.
Yeah, just integrity ain't never went out of style.
That's right.
It ain't gonna never go out of style.
I agree. For sure. Yes, indeed.
And forever 13, never forgotten.
For sure. That's right. I love how she put that. Y'all remember, y'all heard it from Nick first. Now you hear? God, dog. You don't make no sense. Nick been saying that and saying that. And you know what? Hey, it's okay. It's okay, guys. Yeah, I absolutely agree.
They say imitation is what?
You talking to me, Nick, or chat?
Yeah, imitation is what? Um, how that saying go? Flattery.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, right? Imitation is flattery. Mm.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, y'all. Common courtesy and due respect. That ain't much to ask for. What a tangle where we weave when you can't get respect and common courtesy out of people. That's a shame. That is a shame. Okay. So yeah, y'all. I definitely appreciate y'all for coming and sit with me. You got anything else, Nick, before I get them up out of here?
Um, Not that I could think of at the moment.
Anybody in the chat? Y'all got anything else you may want to say? We gonna go on and close it out here. I might shoot over to TikTok. Let me see what time it is. Ooh, child. All right, so far everybody chilling. Okay, now y'all. Let me see. I'm making sure I ain't miss nobody. So yeah, again, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming to sit with me. You know, for certain. And the only thing left for y'all to do is put the needles on the record, spin these audios. Until next time. Y'all know the vibes. Peace, y'all.